Peppa the Pig.
Yep.
Peppa the Pig.
As you know.
Peppa the Pig.
You got the theme song down?
No, I just made that up.
Oh.
Coming up next on the Texas Wedding Show, Bridal Bloopers edition.
Hallie, I can't whistle. Can you whistle? He jumped in on the K tie, and now he's having a seizure?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
This is a train wreck. A burly, no-nonsense woman named Greta would be the camp's nurse name.
And her assistant, Helga.
Yeah. They're rapid-fire shooting AK-47s in the air, live like real ammo. It was like a scene out of some twisted movie, and believe me when I say it was not the kind of drama that Nick and Eliza had a vision for their big day.
Yeah, no. Yeah, so I'd love to have a Peppa the Pig themed wedding. Come on. Okay.
No, you wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't.
And I apologize that I said 4-year-olds don't need a wedding venue for your birthday.
Yeah.
Actually, I did.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Texas Wedding Show podcast, Bridal Bloopers.
With bourbon.
With bourbon. I'm Brittany, and this is my brother Jordan, and together we are Ladybird Studios.
Yeah, we are.
A DFW and Austin-based wedding photography and videography studio. And on this series, we read you your crazy wedding stories that you write in about and drink bourbon because that makes it more fun.
Yes, we do.
Mm-hmm.
And today, we're trying to theme these as best as we can. I know there will be plenty of episodes that we have too hard of a time getting a theme for. But
we're pretty good at it. It's
so
a stretch
far,
sometimes.
So far, so good.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you what it is, but we'll look into this camera here, and you can see the bottle and maybe get some hints as to what the story might be. As we go, you're going to learn what the story is. But today, we're drinking Smoke Wagon Small Batch.
It's very America vibes from the bottle.
So he actually like rotates through different bottle designs for the small batch.
Oh.
So like he has like a Christmas edition, he had a Halloween edition. Then they have just like a standard one too, but this is the America edition, July 4th edition, I guess. But this is a guy in Las Vegas who he sources his whiskey from MGP, but then he brings it to Vegas and he continues aging it in Vegas. And he'll basically just like every few months or so, he'll like taste the barrel and see what it tastes like. And he's like, oh yeah, this would go good with that barrel over there. And he's just like a wizard with, finding the right time to blend different barrels together. And so he's gathered this big cult following of people who love his blends. So he has, this one is the small batch, so it's a lower proof, 92.5 proof. Yeah, it's a delicious, just kind of standard, straight down the pike. If you like bourbon, then you're probably going to like this one.
What an interesting set of skills.
Yeah. He's a really wild character too. Yeah, that's good.
Tastes like bourbon.
Yeah. He's like this pretty large man, kind of large in charge dude. But he also kind of looks like you'd run into him in the backwoods of Arkansas or something. He's oftentimes, at least I've seen like in some, absolutely. He'd probably be the spoons player though,
Oh yeah.
But
I can't do that with my mouth.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Not bad. Okay. But he would, on a lot of videos and photos I've seen of him, he's like no shirt, overalls, probably 80 pounds over where the American Heart Association wants him, and like this big handlebar mustache, dark black mustache. He's just like, he looks like the guy that you want blending your bourbon,
Oh, okay. Yeah. Or the guy you want, I don't know, plowing your cornfield or.
Yeah. Or playing spoons with you.
Yep.
So I forgot your name, but here's to you.
Oh, no.
I don't think it says on the... But you could look it up on Smoke Wagon's website. Not sponsored, although, hey fella, if you want to sponsor us, that'd be great. Oh, what if we got a bourbon sponsor? Wouldn't that be awesome?
That'd be awesome.
One day.
If
Goals.
you are a bourbon distiller and you want to sponsor
Hashtag.
the next episode,
That's right.
hit us up.
Hey,
So
we
is
got
it,
some.
I'm like, you picked this one based off of your story. So I'm like, the smoke wagon. There's going to be something set on fire. There's smoke. Someone, I hope not, has a gun, but you never know. So
Yeah, there's all kinds of hints on this bottle. You know, there's
it's America themed wedding.
Yeah, maybe it was a July 4th wedding. You know, maybe there's fireworks. Maybe there's a wagon involved. We've got options.
Right.
You'll find out soon
An Oregon
enough.
Trail themed wedding.
Not exactly, but you'll find out soon.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm ready.
All right. This was actually submitted by the videographer. So thank you to my videographer friend. I'm going to keep your name a secret. I think you will appreciate that. So that's what I'm going to do. If you didn't want me to keep a secret, I'll put it in the comments, but you probably want a secret. All right. So this was no ordinary wedding gig. It was in the thick of the wilderness at an old summer camp turned into a wedding venue. I like that idea. I'm the videographer, he writes, so I'm hanging out next to the photographers for the whole day. The photographer, Judy, has brought along a brand new second shooter, Rick. His first ever wedding. I assume his first wedding shooting. He seemed a bit out of sorts from the get-go. You know the type. The type that will make the reception's open bar his own personal challenge.
Yikes. That's not a good start.
This is not a good start. You don't want this from any of your guests.
No.
Much less one of your vendors, much less your photographer, or at least your second photographer. Anyways, the wedding was beautiful, held in a meadow by a lake. The couple, Nick and Eliza, had the kind of infectious love that brought warmth to the cool, pine-scented air.
Love to see
Yes. I was busy capturing the ceremony, the vows, the first kiss, all the while maneuvering around Judy and Rick, who were snapping away.
Oh, Judy.
You know, the common theme here is online with videographers and photographers is they like to post photos or video of each other getting in each other's way.
Yeah.
There's like this funny, like sort of, I think especially this happens with the bad ones, but there's like this rivalry that happens between the photographers and the videographers.
We've never had a bad experience, but
Well, that's not exactly true. You know, we've
okay.
had,
In the time that I've been doing
you know, I've been shooting video at a wedding where like the photographer says, I only shoot on a 35 millimeter lens. And this means that they like during the ceremony, they're like, you know, 10 feet from the couple the whole time. So I've had some experiences.
Which is why you should hire Ladybird Studios as your wedding photography and videography
That's
team.
Right. We'll do both.
Because we can work together and
we'll get along
in all the shots.
You know, we'll get along.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. Anyways. All right. So post-ceremony, he writes, we got into the reception, and that's when things took a turn. I think things took a turn whenever he started drinking. Oh, okay.
He isn't, said. He just is the kind of guy that does.
He's the kind of guy who does that. Okay. So we got to the reception. That's when things took a turn. Okay. Rick was already flushed from the summer heat and copious drinks, and he started to spiral. It seemed like with each passing hour and every refill, he got sloppier. Not just in his photography, but also in his actions. He tried to catch a bouquet that was clearly aimed at an eager single lady.
He jumped in on the bouquet toss?
This is so inappropriate, even if it's not the photographer.
Like if it's just...
If it's just like a groomsman or something, like, let the ladies do their thing.
Yeah.
I've actually never seen a male interfere with the bouquet toss.
I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, maybe it depends on the time, right?
Yeah.
Like it depends on the circumstance of it, like, but probably inappropriate.
Yeah. Oof.
But for the photographer, definitely inappropriate. You need to be taking pictures of this event, not being the one in the
You're in the
picture.
background.
Imagine this in the wedding video.
Oh my
like
gosh.
cameras like strung around his neck off to his side,
Right.
jumps in.
Someone they don't even really know.
Because this is the videographer writing it. So there's a video somewhere of this. The first warning sign was when Rick suddenly fell to the ground in the middle of the dance floor, shaking and convulsing. He had been doing shots with the groomsmen. I wonder, like, where's Judy at? Judy's the lead photographer here. She's his boss. She's not seeing this happen?
And now he's having a seizure? Is he like epileptic?
She says he's convulsing, I guess. Yeah, okay. And then boom, he's on the floor.
Yeah, that sounds like a seizure.
Oh, yeah. It looked like he was having a seizure. But when the camp's nurse, a burly, no-nonsense woman named Greta, would be the camp's nurse name.
And her assistant, Helga.
Yeah. She quickly assessed that it was a farce. How? Because midway through this fit, Rick tried to take a swig from his hip flask that he had hidden in his pocket. It was clear he was faking for attention.
Idiot. I'm sorry.
He's shaking on the ground and then...
What? What a bizarre weirdo.
Oh, Rick.
I mean, I love weirdos, but not that kind of weirdo.
No, this is... Yeah, he's too far gone.
I mean,
you
I'm
feel
a
like
weirdo.
you feel like if somebody who would do this, like, I don't know, there's got to be signs that Judy had beforehand, right?
Well,
Maybe it's one of those things. Like I've seen it where, people will post like because on the Facebook groups, people post all the time, like, "Oh, I need a second shooter for this wedding this tomorrow."
Right.
So maybe it's one of those situations, which is. Yeah.
super
This is why, like, it's crazy that people aren't well networked enough that, like, you would have somebody you haven't vetted at all
right.
shooting a wedding with you, especially because it's his first. I wonder if he told her it's his first. Anyways, but as we soon discovered, that was just the beginning. This is the beginning.
Just the beginning?
Yeah, this is the beginning.
I was like ready for the story to be over.
Yeah. When his seizure act failed to garner the sympathy that he sought. Of course it failed to garner their sympathy. They saw you drinking out of a hip flask.
Sir,
They know you were faking.
Do you need sympathy?
Oh my gosh. Rick decided to up the ante. He suddenly stood up, pulled out a gun. Gun. There we go. There's a theme.
I was hoping there wasn't a gun.
He suddenly pulled out a gun and started muttering about how he wanted to end it all. It was like a scene out of some twisted movie. And believe me when I say it was not the kind of drama that Nick and Eliza had a vision for their big day.
Yeah, no.
Now, luckily, a quick-thinking staff member, the venue owner, Jim, had been keeping a keen eye on this increasingly chaotic situation. As Rick was fumbling with the gun, Jim lunged, grabbed the weapon from his shaking hand, and threw it into the nearby lake.
He's looking at Jim.
Way to go, Jim.
Way to go.
It's impressive. Like that's gonna be scary to like
Can you just imagine
attack a guy with a gym.
into the lake?
It was a moment of surreal silence followed by relieved sighs. Rick was promptly escorted off of the premises. I would assume so.
This is insane.
While I, along with everyone else, tried to regain our composure. This is why you have security at all venues, right?
Yeah.
Like, you got to have the cops there.
Yeah.
But the cops were probably like outsiders, because you never see the cops like right there.
They're just like chilling. They're like not expecting anything.
Yeah, exactly. They're there in case you need to call them over.
Yeah.
But Jim was on it.
True hero.
The rest of the evening was filled with both tense laughter and celebratory relief. While I've been part of many weddings, none has been quite as memorable or as alarming as this one. Oh, and for the record, I did manage to capture everything on film. Though some parts are definitely best left on the cutting room floor. Now that's a wedding they'll never forget.
For sure.
I wonder what he did with this footage.
Oh, you don't delete that footage.
You definitely don't delete it.
But you can't use it either, right?
What I would do is, I'd probably wait, we'd get part of our work done, right? But then like wait, several weeks, maybe a month, and then reach out to Nick and Eliza, and I would ask them,
do you want to include some?
how do you want to handle this?
Yeah.
Because maybe they're like, yeah, that was wild. We
Right.
got to put that in there. But maybe they're like, I have to like erase all memory of that. Do not let any of that be seen.
Again, it's back to like the Office wedding that we filmed. We filmed the wedding in the style of The Office. Can you imagine? That's just gold that we could have just. It was just
right there.
Oh,
Yeah,
that would have been great. Maybe.
or horrible.
It's like it's not as funny as like Kevin putting Kleenex boxes on his feet for shoes, but
Yeah,
that's wow.
But the convulsing on the floor with the hip flask, pulling that out, that's pretty good.
I once played an epileptic.
Really?
Yeah.
Doing what? Like for what reason?
It was our high school's one act, and I actually won Best Actress in the state for that role.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank you. I'm pretty proud of that.
That's awesome.
Little brag.
Well, cheers to you.
Thanks. So I'm sure my performance was better than his. I would hope.
Yeah. Sounds like nobody believed him.
Well, when he's
After a
drinking out of
short
his
Yeah.
hip flask. That's crazy. Like, what would compel someone to need to have that amount of attention, that negative attention?
Well,
Needing attention is the basic human need. It's not a bad thing, but when you make it negative like that in those situations.
yeah. Yeah. And a lot of alcohol can do weird things to people.
Yeah.
Make them make bad decisions.
As we sit here drinking our bourbon.
This is why we have very small cups.
Yeah. And I've already finished mine.
Yes.
It was good.
Well, that's good because you have some reading to do. So tell me your story.
All right. Whew.
That's quite a story. You got to decompress a little bit.
Yeah,
after
I'm
that
just
one.
like,
We need to, if you have another story, hopefully you can submit some more stories without firearms.
yeah.
That'd be great.
That'd be so great.
Didn't have to have the firearms at the weddings.
Yeah.
Unless they're like a celebratory salute, like maybe like a 21 gun salute or something.
That's not a celebratory salute.
Oh, yeah. That's when people die, right?
Nope.
But some people, okay, this is a totally separate thing. Maybe we need to find a story about this. But I remember there was a guy who posted about, he was somewhere in the Middle East, because some of the Facebook groups I'm part of for wedding filmmakers are global.
Mm-hmm.
So he's somewhere in the Middle East. And part of the like traditional celebration is their rapid fire shooting AK-47s in the air, live, like real ammo, not blanks. They're just shooting it all.
Yeah, but those like bullets come back down.
They come back down somewhere. They're still moving fast.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm like, yeah, if I'm filming that wedding, that's when I leave.
Yeah, I thought the sparkler exit was dangerous.
Could be worse.
Could be worse. Wow.
Yep.
I really hope that he was just seeking attention and didn't mean what he said.
Yeah. Well.
Anyways.
Rick? I hope that you are.
We hope you got help.
I hope that you're behind bars right now. Honestly, because you're going to cause major havoc to people in your life.
I hope you got help, Rick.
I hope he got help while he's behind bars.
Insert resources at the bottom of the screen. Okay. Anyways, this one's more lighthearted.
Okay.
All right. This is from a maid of honor. We'll call her Leah. All right. Settle in. What?
I'm settled in.
Okay. Settle in and get ready for a wedding story that will have you squealing. Squealing.
What's squealing?
It's just a hint. Okay.
Okay.
So picture this. I was the maid of honor at my best friend's wedding, and let me tell you, it was one for the books. We had everything planned to perfection, or so we thought. Now imagine the most beautiful wedding venue you can think of with stunning decorations and a picturesque setting. Well, turns out the venue had a tiny little mix-up. They double booked the special day
Oh no, 2 weddings.
with a nope, with a 4-year-old's extravagant birthday party.
What?
Yep, you heard me right. A wedding and a kid's birthday party sharing the same space.
Oh my gosh. Can't you just like kick the 4-year-old's birthday out? Like, does a 4-year-old need a wedding venue?
Well, they paid for it, so.
Just go to Chuck E. Cheese.
No, don't go to Chuck E. Cheese. Have you heard the conspiracies?
the repurposed pizza.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've heard.
Check out this lane.
A 4-year-old doesn't need a wedding venue for a birthday. As a father of 3 kids who have all passed the age of 4, I can tell you, a 4-year-old doesn't need a wedding venue.
I mean, I agree with you, but it happens.
Okay, it happened.
So, like, when I worked at Disney World, I would work these events where families would book out like the Grand Floridian and these like extravagant ballrooms where weddings are typically held for their like first grandchild's birthday, like first birthday.
Wow.
And they would have like the long tables with the tall extravagant floral arrangements and like pink silks draping on all the walls with a DJ and full catering
Good
and a
grief.
giant cake. And then
Man.
have like all these different Disney characters come and, you know, just.
Maybe that should be our new market. We'll just start doing extravagant 4-year-old birthdays.
I'm here for that.
Yeah.
If you, if your 4-year-old is having an extravagant birthday,
Yes.
email info@ladybirdstudios.com. Anyways.
And I apologize that I said 4-year-olds don't need a wedding venue for
You
your
didn't mean
birthday.
Yeah.
Actually, I did. But
It happens. It's a thing.
okay.
Anyways. So, after an intense screaming match between the venue manager, the mom of the birthday girl, and the father of the bride, they came to an agreement and decided there was nothing they could do about it. Let the Peppa Pig wedding palooza commence.
Wait. Peppa Pig.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's the theme of the kid's birthday.
Uh-huh. Yep. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Can you picture it? Elegant tables set up for the reception, romantic lighting, gorgeous floral arrangements, and a beautifully decorated stage for the couple's vows. And right next to it all, a massive, over-the-top Peppa the Pig themed extravaganza.
Oh my gosh.
I'm talking balloon streamers and kids running around in pig costumes. It was like stepping into a wedding birthday party combo on steroids.
This is nuts.
Mhm.
All right, keep going.
Meanwhile, us adults were trying to keep our cool, pretending that sharing the space with a bunch of kids was part of the plan all along. I mean, who doesn't want their romantic wedding ambiance punctuated by the sound of toddlers squealing with joy, right?
Yeah, there's a reason like a lot of weddings are adults only.
Yeah.
I wonder if this was one of them.
Right? Yeah. Whew. But the hilarity didn't stop there. Oh no, friends. It was just the beginning. The groomsmen, bless their hearts, decided to engage with the little party crashers and join in the festivities. I turned around and there they were, dancing like maniacs to the Peppa the Pig theme song.
Nice. Yeah, that'd be me.
Peppa the Pig.
Yep.
Peppa the Pig.
As you know,
Peppa the Pig.
you got the theme song down?
No, I just made that up.
Oh, could have fooled me.
I do love Peppa the Pig, though. She's very sassy.
Yeah. That's the British one, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
There's this one part where, this one clip I've seen where her friend, she calls her friend and she's like, I don't know, Hallie, I can't whistle. Can you whistle? And then the friend's like this. And she like does this really great whistle. And then Peppa the Pig is just like, just hangs up on her friend. Yeah. Anyways, I love her.
Nice.
Anyways. Yeah. So I'd love to have a Peppa the Pig themed wedding. Come on. Okay.
No, you wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't. Okay. Yeah, so the groomsmen are dancing around. I couldn't contain my laughter as they twirled around, pretending to be little piggies themselves. It was a wedding party turned into a full-blown toddler dance-off. I mean, I would too. Like as a bridesmaid?
Yeah. You know I
100%.
would.
Yeah, I know you would.
I've been known to. Do you remember that wedding when there was a little boy and he was the groom's son
Yes.
and he was like real upset about something or
Mhm.
something, and I put him on my back and gave him a piggyback ride around that
Yes.
place.
Yeah, I remember that.
I turned his attitude around. He was ready to go for the pictures after that.
It's true.
It all worked out.
Can confirm.
I got major dad vibes.
Well, you are a dad, so.
Yep.
Okay. Amidst the chaos, the bride, my dear friend, somehow managed to keep her composure. She's incredible. Yeah, she is. She gracefully walked down the aisle with the slightest echo. She gracefully walked down the aisle with the slightest echo of Baby Shark playing in the next room.
Imagine her going down the aisle. Grandma Shark Dude. If I was the bride, I mean, yeah, I can't imagine if I was a bride, right? But I'm like, if you're hearing that in the background, you start doing the motions, right? Or it's the grandpa that does the cane, though, right? Yeah.
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 And you got to do the dentures.
Oh man.
Yeah.
This is a train wreck.
Mhm. Do, 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 do. What
Especially
a
because
mashup.
yeah, because it like goes silent after,
Yes.
like once they get up there, it usually
Yes.
goes silent, and then that's when you can really hear the Baby Shark.
Baby. If you're a DJ, send us a mashup of Canon and D
Ooh.
and Baby Shark.
That'd be great.
I know you know me. I know some DJs. Okay.
You got
Anyways.
DJs watching.
Yeah, so she was walking down the aisle and while maintaining the biggest smile on her face. I tell you, she's a superhero, that one. If I'm being honest, she was focused on the most important part of the day, marrying her person. Nothing could bring her down. Yeah,
Impressive.
very impressive. I mean, there's no telling what I would do in that situation, but I feel like when you're in that situation and there's nothing you can do about it, you can either be upset and be sad, or you can just be like, what are you going to do? And try to enjoy your day and then laugh about it,
I want to think like if I'm the father of the birthday person, which I wouldn't be because
right.
they're not going to have this party. I would think I'd be like, all right, we'll just do something else. But I'm thinking also like, but they have all these other vendors who have planned this party that are all also coming here.
Right.
That are all
and all your guests
all paid for already, and all your guests are going to be there. And like, man, what a trash venue! Like,
yeah, the venue will go unnamed. I mean, she said it was beautiful and gorgeous, and it is. But
I wonder if they're still in business.
Maybe like the manager got fired or something.
Yeah, that's a rough one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking back, it may not have been the fairy tale wedding we envisioned, but it was a day filled with laughter, unexpected twists, and memories we'll cherish forever. Because let's face it, how many people can say that they shared their wedding day with Peppa the Pig? We laughed, we danced, we squealed, and we made the best of a truly unique situation. So, here's to my best friend, the bride who gracefully survived a wedding birthday extravaganza. Cheers to sharing our special day with tiny pig enthusiasts, and to the hilarious memories that keep our hearts warm and our stories unforgettable. Here's to love, laughter, and Peppa the Pig.
I got like a drop left. I'll cheers to it.
Cheers.
All right, Peppa. Good for you.
What an amazing family, honestly. But I mean, the bride's family.
Yeah.
I just was like, wow, roll with the punches.
Yeah, they got a refund on that venue, I'm sure.
I wonder if if the bride and the groom got pictures with Peppa, because I totally would.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah. It's like the clown.
Yeah. Can you imagine the whole bridal party lined up everyone in the photo, and then Peppa Pig's just on the end.
You might as well have the little 4-year-old girl be an extra flower girl.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Bring her into it.
Probably got 12 flower girls at least.
Yeah, that's true. It's a whole birthday party full of little girls. Yep.
Well, thanks, Leah. Thanks for that amazing story.
Good story.
Yeah. Well, if you have any other crazy, amazing, funny, whatever wedding stories. We want to hear them. If you're a DJ, if you're a florist, whatever, we know you have them. Email them to info@ladybirdstudios.com. We want to tell your stories. If you like this episode, please like, subscribe, comment, tell us what you want next. And until next time.
Cheers.